So this is Cubfan's polling system as seen on Hermitcraft server. I'll just quickly do a demonstration before we start. So we would put our concrete powder there, and then we would get one more pole, as you can see right there. Let's increase the height a bit and see a more stark difference, as you can see right there, and bam, that goes up. Now you might be wondering what happens when it goes up, and just like Cubfan, we have a firework go off right there. But what we have something like different from Cubfan is there is a piston. Now what happens is if I get one more wood, then like a pole, and then let's just put into the secondary polling station counter. I don't know. So yeah, that is just what happens. And if you exceed that, you just get it broken on the head of the hermit, which I find quite funny. So yeah, that's how this backup system works. It works exactly as Cubfan's is. So if you want to remove your vote, you can do that. You can press this button, and that removes the vote. Okay, I'll just show you in a better way. You can see right there. That removes one vote from the hermit's poll. And if you want to have a look at what I propose for them to do their voting, this is in my previous video. Go have a look. It's quite a good contraption. So yeah, this is how it's done. Now I thought people might want to make it in their own world, so let's do a quick tutorial. By the way, it's really early in the morning, so if I mess up, please excuse me. So we'll start off with a piston. Actually, what would be more convenient for you is the hermit's head actually. So let's just put the hermit's head right over here. So the hermit's head would be over here, right? Let me just quickly cross check. Nope, it would be one block ahead. So if you have your hermit's head right over here, this could be any head. It doesn't even need to be a head, but yeah, that's what Cubfan did, so that's what I'm doing. So just make sure that when you put like the gravity block on it, it falls like that. Then you put a few blocks under the piston, just like that. You'll later know how many you need to do. And then what you do is, then you put a dropper with 2 stacks of items in it. As you will see right there, there's 2 stacks of items in that dropper. Then we take comparator output from this here, just this air block. What happens is when you have an air block, see what happens, this comparator gets powered due to this, and then what that does is we just put blocks around the comparator like an L right there, and then we put them going into the piston. So that makes a powering system right over there. We'll still keep the hermit's head as for your context. And then what we'll do is, coming out from this here, we will put a repeater going into this here, going into a block. This repeater is around 3 ticks, and then we would have another repeater. But first, we need to put a redstone torch. One second, a redstone torch right there, and that goes into a redstone dust, I believe. Yep. And then we put a sticky piston using the redstone dust's hitbox, and then we need to put another piston just below where the piston head is, right there. And then what we need to do is take another block, put it like that, and then we put a repeater on 4 ticks, just like that. So now we'll just see the system working. As you'll see right here, that goes up, that goes up, that goes up, and that goes up. Well, I think you could put this one block lower, but then the system would have to be on this level. So what they have on Hermitcraft is basically a flat surface, and then the hermit's head is raised by 1 block. That's why I have my system configured like that as well. You don't need to, but yeah, just because it's on Hermitcraft, that's why I'm doing it that way. So as you can see, there's already 3 blocks done over here. You need to load those, and only then will you see new extra blocks added up. Okay, now let's work on the Fortified collection system. So on this level right here, we'll need to put a piston first. So this, because I want this to be on a flush level, like I want this to be a flush design, just like that. That's why I am putting it like here. Like my redstone is this way because I want this to be a flush design so that you can easily decorate it if you want it in your world. So what we need to have is a piston, oopsie, right over here. It has to be 2 blocks out, and then like that. So when it extends it, pull that block out, and then we need to have a button input. Okay, something seems to be messed up over here. Okay, I went 1 block too far, so this needs to be there, and yep. So what you would have is your button. Okay, so in my case scenario, I have put the button on the same level as Hermit's head, so I'll just teach you how to do that. And then you just put a redstone dust there. As you can see in the open demonstration right here, the open view. So this is what your system would look like. You could obviously extend this and just like that, so it just looks pretty nice. That's what my whole aim was, that you could easily decorate it so it's like easily flush. So now as you will see, we can easily remove a vote, but what that does is it just stacks up things here on the bottom, so they would eventually layer up to this point, and then this system wouldn't work. So what we need to do is break the concrete, and for that we'll use carpets. And also in Cupfan's design, he collected the concrete using hoppers, so I'm gonna do the same because I don't know, you might want to keep your concrete or something. So yeah, just like that, and then we just put the white carpet on top of that hopper. And now what happens is, if you want to reduce a wood, as you'll see right here, that would pull it, destroy it, and that would put it in the hopper. Now let's quickly build up the maximum vote system. Just quickly eyeball this. So I think that's the maximum. Yep. Let's have that color, same color here. Let's put it observer first. So just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blocks, because this is 3 and 3 plus 9 is 12. So if you have from this bottom piston, you have to count 12 blocks of concrete. Or you can do, or what you can do is just manually push blocks in, and once it stops pushing them up, that's when you know you have reached maximum height. Once you do that, you can just put an observer on the maximum height. Then you take a dispenser, and then you put it like that. This dispenser has some fireworks because Contraption design had it, and I thought it would be nice to integrate it. So whenever you reach full capacity poles, you get that output. And then what you have is a repeater going out from this. 1 second. A repeater going out from this, going into a block, and then just go 1 block down, put redstone dust right over there, and put a piston right over here. Now if you're wondering why you can't put the piston on this layer, that's because that would create a clock with the observer, and that wouldn't be nice, honestly. You see this many fireworks, that's because that happened. I was an idiot. So now what you'll see is, if a participant reaches maximum votes, I would just drop that there. Now in my rendition, or in my version, I have put something like this on like a slab, so you can easily see how many extra votes or poles they have. So right there. Now obviously you can just easily cover this up, like this. I recommend you do that because it just looks better, honestly. Just not with concrete blocks, do some better blocks. And then I just made like a, I don't know, something like that. And then something else you could do is, because these blocks are all made like this, you could just put blocks over on top of this, and then you can just fill all of this space as well, so it just looks very clean and nice. And then if you put the same color concrete as this here, it just looks like a very nice design, because it's all like well done and looks clean because of the same color, and it still works the same. As you'll see, the support increases. I'll just show you again. So that just drops the block there, and that goes at the back to show extra support. But that's been it from me, guys. I really hope you enjoyed the video, and subscribe definitely for more Hermitcraft redstone videos. So if you have any redstone contraption that you want me to build from the Hermitcraft server, do a tutorial about it, let me know down in the comments. I would be really appreciated, because that will let me know what you all guys what all of you guys want. And if you're wondering why my voice sounds different, that's because this is really early in the morning and I really don't get much time to record these videos lately. So I just got up and I just started working on this. Cup fans video released yesterday, and I'm just gonna put this unedited out there for you to enjoy. Thank you so much for watching, everyone, and I'll see you in the next one.